Hey, what's up guys, Rev here. So I think at this point you guys have figured it out. Every time I tell you I'm done covering the Hogwarts Legacy drama, it's a complete lie. And look, I'm not exactly sorry for being so absorbed in this situation. The events surrounding this game are genuinely fascinating. Future generations are going to study this controversy with the hopes of understanding the negative effects Twitter can have on the human mind. Because Twitter has convinced people that this wizard game is the most important social issue that has ever existed. And I guess it makes sense. It's a lot easier to play the role of the armchair activist, claiming that the purchase of this game is killing trans people, than it is to go out there into the real world and take meaningful action against revenue sources like Disney and Nintendo that are supporting J.K. Rowling infinitely more than her involvement with the Hogwarts Legacy game. But whether she likes it or not, vshojo Silvervale has taken the spotlight in regards to the Hogwarts Legacy related drama. We're on like part 4 of the Silvervale saga, and I might have an aneurysm if I try to go in depth again. So if you want the full details leading to this update, you can check out my previous videos listed in the description. But fastest speed run of the lore imaginable. About 2 weeks ago, Silvervale streamed Hogwarts Legacy on Twitch, and what followed was an initial wave of outrage, calling her a transphobe for playing a game whose IP belongs to J.K. Rowling. About a week passes and then Silvervale starts trending after Twitter users, including some of her VTuber peers, falsely accuse her of banning the word trans in her chat, a claim that is easily disprovable because the word is not banned. Comments using it are held for review by Twitch's automod feature, which of course didn't stop people from continuing to accuse her of banning the term, and it certainly didn't stop the harassment on Twitter, as you can see. Boiling over to the point where Silvervale made an emotional stream responding to the harassment, claiming that she was also doxxed, sent threats, and much more. Where the same group of bullies continued their harassment campaign on Twitter, accusing her of manipulating people with her tears, which was a calculated effort to use her white woman tears to further hurt trans people, and that the harassment was actually a right-wing psyop to frame trans people. So now that you're up to speed, I come with an update, a good ending to the Silvervale drama, well, at least as good as it can be. So on Tuesday, Silvervale returned to Twitch, streaming, you guessed it, Hogwarts Legacy. In a refreshing turn of events, Silvervale doubled down on her choice to play this game and dropped the mic on V-tweeters and Twitter users harassing her for it.
And to all of the cockroach V-tweeters crawling out from under the floorboards, climbing onto the hate train and making fun of a girl crying after being harassed incessantly for your crumb of clout, fuck you. That's all I had to say. And we're gonna enjoy this fucking game. And I will not be bullied by a bunch of Twitter freaks with nothing better to do with their goddamn lives. Be nice to people. If you want to make changes, go make actual changes instead of harassing streamers on the internet. LGBT people are awesome. Twitter people are not awesome. Fuck you. Wizard game!
So the last part of those clips we watched have been captured in this tweet that has gone viral. Basically, there's two camps of people reacting to it. You have people who are celebrating this, saying that Silvervale is based and this was a great response to all of the harassment. And then you have the other half, which is people who are doubling down on the fact that they believe Silvervale was never harassed, and of course doing so while continuing the harassment campaign against her. And I've done the duty. I visited Twitter so you didn't have to, and I captured a nice little PowerPoint presentation of the worst quote retweets, which I think are worth exploring. So you have many users like this one who focused on the fact that she referred to the people harassing her as Twitter freaks, and I can't think of a better way to describe people. So this user said she literally called the trans and Jewish people freaks and told her followers to bully anyone, and she wants to think she is the one who didn't do anything wrong. I hope you get your karma. Yeah, so once again, Twitter users, I beg of you, please understand what the word literally means, because she just referred to all of the people who harassed her as Twitter freaks. She did not say trans and Jewish people are freaks. Never happened. It was very obvious who she was referring to when she said Twitter freaks. That was a group of people across all spectrums who were harassing her, not just trans people. And I think it's completely and utterly disingenuous to pretend like she meant any sort of groups in particular, other than just the collective of people harassing her. And again, literally telling her fans to bully people never happened. Not even close. And in her same breath, she said she loves LGBT people. Like, it's ridiculous. And I hope you get karma. No, I hope all the Twitter users, the Twitter freaks, I should say, get their serving of karma. You have another one like this. Glad as a person who is a genuine fan of Silvervale, the fact I'm merely trans makes me a Twitter freak. Again, didn't say that at all. You're a Twitter freak if you're harassing her over this game. You're not a freak because you're trans. Absolutely not. She says, again, a sentence later that she thinks LGBT people, trans people, all of that are awesome people. But you are just taking this to feel victimized by this Twitter freak comment that anybody looking at this objectively knows what she was referring to, not trans people at the slightest. I don't want to hear that she's an ally. Twitter freaks and the FU. Lovely to know trans and Jewish people are worth less to you than this stupid nostalgic game. I don't want to talk about this at all anymore, but damn, she made her damn morals loudly known in this clip. Yeah, her morals of not liking to be the victim of harassment and doxing. That's her real loud morals here. Again, I like how Twitter users decide whether or not someone's an ally. Like, I don't know, there's thousands of trans people out there who support Silvervale and support playing this game, but you want to speak on behalf of them and say she can't be an ally? Of course she's going to say F you to all these people. These people are harassing and doxing her and mocking the fact that she's upset and telling her the harassment isn't real. Like, I tell everyone to F off too. Like, and of course, like, I don't want to talk about this anymore as I tweet. Give me a break. Call the trans community a bunch of Twitter freaks. Yeah, I have no sympathy for her. Didn't happen. I don't know what these people want. She never said that. If you want to be victimized that badly, I don't know what to tell you. There are genuine issues with transphobia all across social media. You don't need to fixate and bend words of someone like Silvervale to find that sort of thing. Go combat the real transphobia, not Silvervale calling people freaks over being harassed. Those freaks are trans people. I've yet to see any actual evidence of harassment. What I have seen are a bunch of trans people explaining why this is just slightly disappointing. No hate, just an explanation of the author. Silvervale's words of love and support are empty. So yes, number one, that first sentence is a little concerning, a bad word choice. Calling trans people freaks is not very nice. Of course, I'm joking. I know what they mean here, but like if you think of trans people the second you hear freaks, that's a you problem, honestly. And again, the gaslighting about the harassment, you can show these people like complete montages of thousands of Twitter users attacking Silvervale, and they'll just go, that didn't happen, or it's a psyop, or they're not actually harassment. It's just criticism. People are saying they were slightly disappointed. Yeah, they were slightly disappointed when they doxed her. Yeah, that's slightly disappointed. No one was actually bullying her, and we need to change that. Wow. So you are saying that she is not being bullied in the same breath of saying she needs to be bullied. Yeah, this is peak Twitter activism right here. Oh my God, you are not the victim. You are facing consequences for continuing to support a dangerous transphobic author. I am so sick of this woman. Wow. You know what else? I can't believe this user is still supporting a transphobic CEO like Elon Musk. Elon Musk has made plenty of comments people think are transphobic, and here you are on the Twitter app just tweeting away, supporting him. It's the exact same level of connection. Tweeting and supporting Elon Musk just by being here and buying Hogwarts Legacy and comparing that to J.K. Rowling's views. It's the exact same paradigm. And you want to act like this is somehow different when it's not. And yes, she was the victim in this situation. And doxing someone is not the consequences of playing a game that people separate from the IP. Nobody is thinking of J.K. Rowling when they purchased that game. No one was thinking, I'm going to hurt trans people when I buy this Harry Potter game. Me, when I ban the word trans in my chat, support a TERF financially, cry on stream because people disagreed with me, call it harassment so that people pity me, and harass trans people and lie about being doxxed. How many times can you gaslight someone in a single tweet? Not only denying the harassment, claiming that she was harassing trans people and lied about doxing, supporting a TERF financially, which has been proven purchasing this game does nothing for J.K. Rowling, and again, just people disagreeing with me. No, screaming in someone's face that they're a transphobe over buying a game is not a disagreement or a slight criticism or whatever these Twitter users, or Twitter freaks I should say, would like to call Silvervale. But the game has anti-Semitic caricatures, and the creators whose team worked very closely with the game is a TERF. But yeah, she's in the right. Again, this never happened. J.K. Rowling had zero involvement. She sold off the rights to make the game using her IP and then stepped back. You can find quotes on their website of the game saying that she had zero involvement in the process of developing the game. Just lying. These people just straight up lie. Wow, almost like this entire situation was just a stunt to get more people to follow her channel, the fake crying, the supposed harassment that didn't happen. It was all just to get more people to sympathize or sympathy follow her. I hope people realize she's playing you all like fools. Yes, the denial of the harassment. I mean, this video alone shows enough harassment on the latest update, let alone everything that's already happened. But yes, this is all a stunt. Because it is in Silvervale's interest to get herself doxxed and harassed and completely upset over playing a game. Right. That's definitely worth it. And it's funny how, like, you'll read one tweet and say, like, she destroyed her fan base and everyone's leaving her, and now you have people like this, like, actually, it was a money move. She got a lot of new support, and it was a big financial gain. Like, which is it? Come on. So brave of her to stand up to the bullies she made up in her head. I feel like we should use this kind of a response to whenever these kinds of people on Twitter claim that they're being harassed over whatever issue. Just tell them, oh, it's made up. Oh, yeah, you weren't harassed. Yeah, you made up those bullies in your head. Like, I feel like that's the more appropriate response now, like a taste of their own medicine, you know what I mean? Alright, that's enough VTuber stuff in a span of 2 weeks. She needs to kill herself, and also the other one. I don't know who they're referring to by the other one, but yes, game-ending baits, telling someone they should end their lives over this situation. Clearly she's not being harassed, guys. Clearly this is not harassment. This is just slight criticism. If anything, this just shows vshojo has absolutely zero PR teams whatsoever. All of this stuff would have been avoided if they had literally any PR skills. Well, thank you for your concern, pre-debut VTweeter. I don't think you know anything about PR in the first place, but here's the thing. All of this could have been avoided. All of this could have been avoided if people didn't harass someone over a video game. That's the craziest part about all this. All this could have been avoided. Like, gaslighting and blaming the victim here. Like, these people are the progressive ones. Like, yeah, exactly. Mask off, dude. Your job is doing a pedo voice over a hentai animation with boob jiggle physics. You can't call anyone else a freak. So there's a large narrative. I skipped these, but like, there's hundreds of people calling her a freak and saying she has no right to judge others because she's a VTuber and that's weird. We have someone like this claiming that she's basically appealing to pedophiles by using her voice by the way, Silvervale has like a very adult female sounding voice. Like, there is nothing ooh woo cutesy about it. It's completely ridiculous. And like, you know, again, this isn't harassment, guys. This is just slight criticism, accusing her of appealing to pedos with her voice and model. Hey, at vshojo, one of your VTubers basically said she doesn't care that trans and Jewish people have been calling her out. She's inviting insane alt-right people to her stream. For the love of God, do something about this. Like, first of all, what a little narc tagging vshojo. I got news for you, Ashley. vshojo does not care. They do not care what you guys are saying. They clearly do not. They are clearly also permitting her to continue streaming this game after everything that's happened. vshojo does not care. I don't condone harassment, but for you to call us freaks, that's just effed up. Play your stupid wizard game and never say you're an ally again. Once again, this person speaking on behalf of all trans people, saying that she can't be an ally because it pissed off this user in particular. But yeah, anytime you do an anti-harassment post where saying, I don't condone harassment, but just turn off your Twitter. Like, you already ruined whatever point you're going to make. And calling us freaks, if you feel called out by her general statement of Twitter freaks, once again, you're a Twitter freak. Like, there's nothing more to it. It has nothing to do with the fact you're trans or anything like that. It's because you have this mentality of it's okay to harass people over a video game. Oh my gosh, so true and brave. When I wanted to go back to my old favorite pastime of gawking at children with leukemia at my local hospital, the woke mob wouldn't get off my back for it. Insanity. What connection does this have to do with anything? So in your mind, someone playing the Harry Potter game is the same as going down to a children's hospital and making fun of children in real life for having leukemia. That's the connection you're drawing? If you can't see the difference between those two things, you are genuinely unwell. Saw this coming months ago, so why didn't you stop her? Why didn't you stop her? Silver has a very bioessentialist view of womanhood that was likely simply ignorance, but showed she has few trans people in her life to challenge those cis-normative beliefs. Mike, are they speaking the same language as me right now? I don't even know what half of these words mean. And you know what? I think I'm probably better off for it. But yeah, again, you know her personal life. You know if she has trans people challenging her beliefs. You don't know anything about her. You don't know the first thing about her. And it's crazy that you pretend here to make this headcanon to justify harassing once again. I feel like all Silver had to do was say, I want to play the game because it made my childhood. She said exactly that. But that doesn't mean trans people didn't make good points. The harassment wasn't the community. Mainly education came from the community. There were individuals who threatened me. Yeah, the gaslighting. Like, imagine, I feel like I can picture Silvervale reading this off of a script with a gun pointed at her. Like, it wasn't the community. They did not harass me. I was educated. Thank you for educating me. When you doxed me, I was educated. Like, my God. Like, if this isn't, like, not only bullying, but then trying to control her apology. I feel like if you think trans people are awesome, you'd actually listen to them when they say the game is harmful. It doesn't matter if you say you don't support a creator when you not only bought a game that directly supports her, but are giving it advertisement by playing it, which I think is the most ironic statement. The game was promoted by Twitter users outraged over it. There is a reason why it is the biggest first day launch in Twitch history, and it's been the top selling game on Steam for like 2 weeks now. It's because of people like this complaining about it. That was the advertisement, not Silvervale playing it. Honestly, Hogwarts Legacy would have done fine on its own, but it would have never have achieved even half the success it did if it wasn't for the boycotts and the outrage. Sorry, my brain is literally melting the deeper I go into this video, but we're getting there. I'm gonna say it. This is the new digital yellow face. So yes, now we're accusing people of being racist for using VTuber models, which is a new thing I'm seeing, and basically by consequence, all of the VTweeters involved in this would also be committing digital yellow face. Yeah. So that's crazy enough, and also ignoring the fact that the vast majority of VTubers aren't just white women, right? VTubing is a global thing done by every ethnicity out there, but okay. Give back the color scheme. You're not allowed to use it. So a lot of people have been saying that her color scheme, because of the blue and pink, is the trans colors and that she doesn't have the right, which is pretty insane to think that a group of people can own the rights to a color scheme, but okay, that seems a little weird. Calling trans people freaks while having your entire identity represented as a big, boobily breasted anime fox flower girl when you're some random white woman is actually so wild. What happened about... Aren't you guys trying to say it's wrong to, like, deny someone's identity and you won't let her be a big, boobily breasted anime fox flower girl? It's so funny how people, like, describe her like that. Like, no one ever says Silvervale. They'll make these crazy fox girl descriptions, but they'll never actually name her. I've not said anything about this so far, but this is too much. I will not be supporting anyone who thinks a game is more important than trans lives. Grow up. It's one game. You'll survive without it. If you play this game, you cannot call yourself an ally. So once again, a person speaking on behalf of all trans people when they remove the allyship here from Silvervale. But I think it's funny because, like, the whole you'll survive without it. Okay, you'll survive without Twitter. You're supporting Elon Musk, who has made comments people think are transphobic. He owns Tesla that does some shady practices involving child labor. And yet you're here on Twitter. You will survive without Twitter, so you can get rid of your account, I guess, right? Oh, wait, no, because that would be an actual sacrifice on your behalf. Because you don't want to play the Hogwarts game anyways, so it's pretty easy to not do that. And if you really think anyone buying this game is doing so and valuing the game more than trans lives, you're gaslighting yourself. That is not what's happening. Nobody actually believes the game is more important than even a single trans life. That's crazy. VTubers are just white Westerners hiding their racial identity behind a kawaii anime icon while doing baby voice as grown-ass adults are a social plague, dude. 10K likes on this. I think witnessing the harassment campaigns is the real social plague. It really is showing how hypocritical and ridiculous people are in this situation. But now I guess we're attacking VTubers because who knows? And also the cute baby voice. Silvervale does not talk like that. So I don't even... Did you even listen to the clip before you made this quote retweet? Probably not. Yeah. I have to censor that. So apparently a lot of people keep saying this over and over again, that she actually wanted to say slurs like the ones that this person is saying. Like, this is peak activism. Saying a slur twice in one sentence to try to prove that someone is actually transphobic when they didn't use those words. Yeah. How on earth isn't this a big mask-off moment right here for Silver is beyond me, because we all know what she means by Twitter freaks, right? No, I think you have a self-fulfilling prophecy of what she means by Twitter freaks. I think you did this to yourself if you believe that she is meaning anything more than people harassing her. Just say the slur instead of replacing it with Twitter like we all know you want to already. Why do you want someone to say a slur? It's so crazy to me. If you're trying to combat transphobia, why do you want someone to say a slur? How does that make any sense in your mind? Meanwhile, her fans continue harassing trans VTubers into making their accounts private and not streaming. The sheer disconnect from the damage she's done is staggering. But at least she can uncritically play her turf wizard blood libel game which is all that matters. It's called Hogwarts Legacy, actually. That's not the name of it. Please, again, I ask you guys to say it with your chest and actually say Hogwarts Legacy instead of these ridiculous terms to describe it. But yeah, the sheer damage she has done. Yeah, how dare she respond to people harassing and dox her? Can you imagine the damage she has done? This is the same person that claimed that her tears were actually, whether intentional or not, the act of bigotry and an attempt to hurt trans people because white women tears hurt trans people, and she's responsible for this whole movement of white women tears now being used to hurt trans people. Like, it is absolutely insane that people make tweets like this and they have any support. Like, zero critical thinking skills at all. But this is it, guys. I'm at the end of the PowerPoint presentation. I cannot talk about the Silvervale related drama. This is my guarantee promise here, but we got a whole host of things, and apparently I just saw this as I'm recording. There's some issues now with Nazuna from vshojo. Apparently wanted to stream the Hogwarts Legacy game and was told no. Apparently told no by vshojo's management, so I'm going to look into that. But in terms of Silvervale, we're done. I'm very happy to see the way she responded to all of this, and I think it was the perfect mic drop, and Twitter users or Twitter freaks can get as mad as they want. We're all going to move on, and she's going to stream what she wants, and she's going to have a ton of support, and she's going to always be successful, and these people can stay jealous, stay mad, and cope all they want. It's not going to change any of those things. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please share all your thoughts about this in the comment section down below. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.